Oh, thank you, Wasey. Well, you know what? Millennials, the generation known for their unique choices, have been opting for furry companions over the pitter-patter of tiny feet. Why is that? That is the question. Well, one possible reason is the changing dynamics of modern life. With the increasing cost of living, demanding careers, and a desire for flexibility, many millennials find solace in the companionship of pets. They offer unconditional love, emotional support, and a sense of purpose without the same level of responsibility and financial burden that comes with raising children. Or so we thought. Let's turn to the 5FM Breakfast team to hear their thoughts on what they think.
Marley van Eden from 5FM Breakfast here. With me, I have Thabo Baloy and Oli Zondo. So the topic we're talking about is millennials spend a lot of money on their pets. Guys, so my initial thoughts, yes, we definitely spend too much money on pets. I mean, I always tell you guys about my sister, the 2 cats she has. They have pet insurance. When they need to go to the vet, she does anything for them. Anxiety collars. So definitely a lot of money.
And I guess the question also here would be, how much is too much? You know, we've seen this growing trend, especially on Instagram, on petfluencers, you know, and we find a lot of people on Instagram are influencing through their pets, which means that they're taking them to daycare, you know, they're having birthday parties for them. There was a reality TV show that I recently watched, you know, where the pets even arrived in a luxury vehicle, and that's all for like likes and to trend and so forth. But is it maybe that millennials are running away from this idea of having kids, you know, and having actual responsibilities other than pets?
For me, it's to each his own. If you've got the money to spend on your pet, that's great. And you provide quality health care and all kinds of recreational things. And people do that quite often. But then when you start humanizing your dog, I take a little issue with that. And look, this generation is certainly not shy about doing it. I mean, petfluencers, like you said, birthday parties.
But what's wrong with that? I feel like, you know, us millennials, obviously we have different challenges than the baby boomers. So if we are starting a family later, if we do see our pets as our children, what is wrong with that?
But you know what else is wrong with that? You know, like what Thabo had just said now, if you do have the money, then splurge on your pets. But what we've seen in a recent survey is that people are actually taking on debt to look after their pets, you know. And for me, that is really worrying, because why are you investing so much into pets when they won't really be contributing positively to society? So at the end of the day, what is the return on investment on spending so much on pets?
Yeah, and I understand, look, you know, pets are good for your mental health and they're good for loneliness. But I'm not going to put myself into debt just so Choo-Choo can have a nice bed to stay. You know, the idea for me is still kind of foreign because of the way we were raised. But of course, we try to kind of adapt to today's society, and that's I guess that's the new vogue today.
I mean, look, it's weird for me as well. I don't have pets, but you guys know I love animals, especially cats. So I think employers should also start being a bit more accommodating when it comes to people and their pets. You know, I always think if it's children, employers are likely, if you need to take your child to, let's say, to school, or you need to take your child to the doctor, you know, employers, sometimes they'll be like, okay, that's fine, you can do that, I understand. But when it comes to pets, a lot of people are almost laughed at. It's like, no, but a pet, it's not the same. But I actually think, like we said, pets are children to some people. So I think employers should definitely start being a bit, they should have more empathy when it comes to people and their pets and be more accommodating.
What I like about what you said, Marley, is that pets are like children. So they are not children.
Here we go.
And as a business owner, it's a definite no. Because if you have about 7 pets in your home, how much time are you taking off from work, you know? And also with children, it's understandable, because taking a child to a clinic or a hospital or whatever, they need to see the parent that's there, you know, or someone that's like a familiar face. But with a pet, it could be your friend, it could be whoever that could take the pet to the vet or whatever the case is. So I really do not believe that we should be exercising the same rights or leniences that we afford to children to pets, because they are like children, but they are not.
But don't you think it would lead to happier employees?
I mean, definitely you have to think about your employees' mental well-being, you know, and their mental health. But I think also we have to look at what the workplace is also trying to achieve. And it's not going to achieve that with you taking time off for a pet. You know, the workplace is already strained as it is when you are taking time off for kids and any family emergencies. Now, to compound that with pets, are we going to be working? Yeah, well, it's clear that we are a little divided here. Do you think that millennials are spending way too much on pets? From the 5 Breakfast team, we're out.
Oh, it's amazing to hear what the 5FM Breakfast team think about their pets. And I mean, I'm a pet mom myself. They are literally my fur babies. But that's the theme for the show today. So stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast show. And of course, you're welcome to join that conversation on social media or sending us a voice note on 063 408 8863. We'll be back shortly.